In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to paint the preserved mummified skin of the Sand Stalker. This technique is perfect for any Egyptian themed undead armies you may be building for other games. Now roll that new intro. These are the paints I've used in this video. This model is primed grey as a neutral starting point, but feel free to prime whatever colour you like to start from. The first colour to start the skin is trench mud, and just paint all of the skin areas. Be aware that there are some wraps and pads on the tail, and depending on your colour scheme for these, you may want to be more careful. Give the model a bit of time to dry, then we'll come back to it. Once the paint is dry, take black wash and brush it over all of the skin areas we just painted. This is going to begin setting up the dark recesses, which will make our brighter areas really pop. The wash can take a while to dry, so make sure you give it plenty of time to do so. Once it's completely dry, take an empty flesh and begin to highlight the skin. Focus on where the light would hit the model. The tail is nice and smooth, other than the segmented stripes, but the arms and body have some great texture to them. Make sure you still have the trench mud showing. To get the top highlight, we'll mix some shale grey with the nubty flesh, so we get a nice desaturated brown. Using this mix, focus on the very highest points of where we painted previously. We want to make sure you can see both the trench mud and the nubty flesh layers below, so use a fine brush. On the segmented tail sections, I focus on the edges of the segments. It also helps to give some contrast to the darker sections on the segments. Once this layer is dry, you can leave it as is for a nice dark skin tone. But to really make the model's details pop, we're going to apply another wash to deepen those recesses and blend the layers nicely. Moving back to the black wash, we'll apply a coat over all of the skin again. Try not to apply it too thick, or you'll drown out the details and get tide marks, which will ruin the effect we're looking for. If it starts to pool in areas, rinse the brush off and move the wash around with it. You'll soak up the excess wash from the model and be able to move it around. Here's a look at the model on a turntable for a 360 view, and a better look at the image I showed at the start of the tutorial. The darkened skin really makes the gold and whites pop. All of the paints used on this model have been by TTCombat, including the paints used outside of the tutorial, and I'll provide links below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more tutorials.